Is it worse to lose your faith in your fathers than it is to lose faith in yourself? Those in the PHARAOHs who lived would be wise to look inwards, to reflect, and then to pay penance. But none carry a greater burden than young Lamentation Haskell. How will he guide the faltering faithful when he has so little faith in himself?
I get the feeling folk are preparing to leave.
Red McWraith. I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Eden Town.
There, you're on your own.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
What happened to Grace?
I don't know that either. There had been strife with her father. Then she was gone. And the captain spoke of her no more.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
The settlement seems to be doing well with you in charge.
We've made some gains, but we're far from ready to leave.
Did you tell them what Thickskin did?
I told them she died hunting the beast. Some are yet in their sullens, but they're better with sleep now the nightmares have stopped.
Perhaps them not knowing is for the best.
If we are to keep our chins up and leave for good, better they stay in the dark. Still, some troubles yet vex. The bodies of the lost are buried, many without names, but we found tracks. They lead away into the woods. Some may have escaped. I need to know for sure.
If they're alive, you mean?
Yes. And if they're dead, that they won't be coming back. We need no more beasts.
A new scourge is always possible, but very unlikely without the nightmare's influence.
Probably best to confirm, eh?
Thank you. I followed the tracks as far as I could from the killing ground. I left a red flag as a marker. From there, I ventured no further.
Do you wish to talk about what happened with the beast?
You killed my sister. I have nothing more to say to you.
Thickskin did what she did, and you were as horrified as I was. I laid the blame where it belonged.
You executed her.
Yes, I did. I know it seemed cruel, but I contend that it was necessary. Or seemed so at the time.
Sometimes, Banisher, I wonder if we did not exchange one monster for another.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but your sister owed me money.
So?
I did my part. As the new leader of the camp, the debt falls on you.
Let me be sure I understand. You killed my sister, and now you're asking me for payment.
Whoa, when you put it like that. Never mind, forget it.
I'll try.
What's new around here?
I have no time for gossip.
Now that you're in charge, what's the plan?
We finish what we started. We find the strength to leave New Eden forever. But not yet. They still have too much fear in their hearts, and not enough hope.
The region is still dangerous. They may never find the courage they need to leave it.
How fare the people round here?
We're not out of the woods yet. You'll excuse the pun.
Goodbye to you for now, Kate.
Oh, damn this to hell.
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
I still don't understand why the ritual failed.
Let's just find the hut.
Things look better here. Helen is working out.
Spectral traces. Something's up with Helen.
Banishers. Excuse the clatter.
I've seen worse. Good day to you, Helen.
I did not count on seeing you two again. I take it you've returned for a reason.
By any...
Have a look.
Running this fort on your own can be no easy task. How are things going?
Busy. I've been trying to establish a supply route with the PHARAOHs. I believe some yet remain there. Perhaps they'll share their reserves. We could use the supplies. Strangely, my letters go unanswered.
We had a little disagreement with the governor. You may wait a little longer for your letter.
I see. New Eden is losing its selectmen. A terrible thing, of course. Still, new broom sweep cleaner and all that.
Things have been feverish round here, to say the least. Are you bearing up?
As well as can be expected.
How well is that exactly?
People are dying for no apparent reason, and this godforsaken fort dangles out over the edge of the world, cut off from everywhere. I fight so the stockade stays standing. The ship is wrecking, but I was called to be captain. I hold the wheel. So yes, Banisher, I am bearing up as well as can be expected.
You miss Sebastian.
Every waking moment. Count your blessings, Banisher, for they are fleeting.
Could his husk still be present? It will be drawn to you.
No, it could not.
Something is present. Something weighs on you.
I'm busy, Banishers. Busy means tired, that's all.
What can you tell me about a young woman by the name of Grace?
It seems you already know some of the story. It was a long time ago, but I'll do my best to fill in the gaps.
What happened to her?
As I heard it told, one day Grace just wasn't there anymore.
How was their relationship?
I believe it was stormy, as you'd expect between a commander and his disobedient daughter. I do think he loved her, but as far as anyone ever saw, he never shed a single tear for her.
Later, after he exiled her, did the captain try to find his daughter?
Not to my knowledge. He did not set off in search of her, nor did he send men. At the time, I thought it strange. Still do. I'll never understand how a man could reject his only daughter. And that, my inquisitive Banisher friends, is all I know about the matter. If you...
Picking up something spectral nearby. These are really very good. Poor Helen. Sebastian's mentioned on every page.
I hunger. I fade.
What can I do? What do I do for you?
Come to me, love. Comfort me.
Don't go. All will be well. I promise. All will be well.
Helen's desire is so strong, it's constructing a new ghost. The husk sees what she wants and mirrors it.
She feeds him from her own essence. No wonder she's on edge.
Well,
I'll not waste your time, nor mine. You lied to us about Sebastian's husk. It's still here. We were clear. That is not Sebastian, and its presence will kill you.
I know that in my mind, but in my heart it is him. I can see him, hear him, feel his presence. I know him and he knows me. If he is not real, what is?
You are real. Every breath you take is real, and every beat of your heart. And the people here are real. Lead them. Sebastian is a husk, and without the puppeteer, the husk is paling. It clings to you still because you cling to it. Soon it will pale entirely and become a specter. This puts you and the others at great risk.
He poses no danger. He's... Very well. I visit him in the mines. You'll find him there. Take the elevator on the right to the main gallery. There's a tunnel there. You'll need this key. Do what you must, Banishers. And so will I.
Go
Can Helen's longing alone sustain Sebastian? Without the puppeteer, I mean.
Anything to avoid the grief. Just like us.
You're no husk.
I suppose we all do what we think we must do.
Perhaps there is still hope.
Oh there! Sebastian?
Talk to Helen. She must come to me no more.
He's distressed.
It is distressed.
I am the shadow of the man she loved, and yet I further fade. I don't want to hurt her. Please, tell her.
I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots. Quick and precise. Well done.
Tell her I cherished her as I left.
Sebastian, are you saying you want us to lie?
Reinforcements!
Shall we dance then?
The husk has Helen's memories no more.
They weren't even real memories. Now even his spectre is gone.
I feel something close. What are we gonna tell Helen?
That the spectre of Sebastian lost the fight with his own nature and we had to dispatch him. Or that he vanished, cherishing the life he thought they'd shared. She won't enjoy either.
Do we have to lie?
Some truths are better left unspoken, and the people here need their leader.
Voices from the dead ripple here.
You want me to read it to you? Again?
As long as I can hear your voice.
I'd rather finish your portrait. At least I get to look at you.
Very well. I'll strike my best pose once more.
Cozy.
She spent a lot of time down here with her beloved husk.
Something's nearby.
Where is it?
Is that?
Yes. Something's here. Helen made sure that Sebastian's name endures. No wonder he clings so tightly.
Have you found him?
I'm sorry, Helen. We were too late. Sebastian had fully paled. He remembered nothing. Not us, not you. He was a spectre and nothing more. We banished it.
What? You did what?
The real Sebastian has been gone a very long time. You know this.
How could you? He was all I had. My love, my friend, my only friend.
I know there's nothing we can say to make things better, but you have our commiserations. If there's anything we can do, just say the word.
You've done quite enough already. I'll take a moment to myself, Banishers, if you please.
Of course. Take care, Helen.
Oh, that was dire. I know, Banisher Rule 14, don't get involved emotionally.
I hate that rule.
Then why'd you make it up?
Because you needed it.
Sit down.
Incoming!
Not today.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Ought to know what it was for. You better take the lead.
My thoughts exactly. Call on me. hogging all the fun. This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough. Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Oh, now what say's worth listening to?
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet. No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
We need to make amends and think about speech.
Well, ho there! What a pleasant surprise. I was fair and sure that I'd never see you again.
Where are you off to?
Far away, God willing. Build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say I, so that a ship may come and we can leave. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I. But for ordinary folk, it is, as I've heard it put, a shite hole.
Leaving sounds right to me, if these people learn from their mistakes.
They repent, Mistress Duarte. A new start elsewhere, away from the place in which they sinned, will do them good.
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not everyone shall listen. I fear what shall befall them if they stay behind.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down and Grace was better off out of it. I was right.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
We overheard you. What are you working on?
I, to my horror, am working on a speech. It's... Well, it's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
I'd speak of past mistakes and how they show you the way to a better future.
That might just work. Thank you!
Are things that bad?
Tell the truth, I don't rightly. They don't. If you can. It's not easy. I've
Not. Yes.
May I? Could you?
Once.
We must look at our past. Our day.
More work to do.
A new building needs a solid foundation. I wonder if ghosts still linger.
Come on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well, as though I had not died. I'm dead, and I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all, but you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know, but it still felt that way. Something lingers here that did not before. We're not alone. This place feels different. Something lingers here.
Could be Alexander. Or Caleb, for all we know.
Corpses. We could manifest what hides here.
I could summon whatever's hiding here with a proper aim.
We could get something that belonged to Alexander and something from Caleb. Something prized.
Let's check the workshop for anything left.
No, not now, not yet. I was winning. I was winning. No, not now, not yet. I was winning. I was winning.
If Caleb is lurking in God's Acre, that will help lure him. This'll work if Alexander is involved.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Alexander it is, then.
Let's put him to rest.
Did we miss a few? You were part of this, Alexander.
Just as he was.
Hey! More fun. Have a bit of this.
I really do hope it's the last time we cross paths with one of those infernal brothers.
I expected no less from them than to linger after their departure. Again.
This is unfair.
Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
A wee Highland kiss for you. Something's concealed.
The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path. Onwards.
Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what'd been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Did we miss a few? This feels good.
Well, this looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
That thing moves like a shot.
You'll get it next time.
Uh-oh!
Come back here! Hogging all the fun. Get the hell out of there! Think you could take on a ghost?
Look to me.
Try this on for size.
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, can I see the family resemblance?
In the end, neither could he.
It must have hurt.
Does it matter now? The captain is no more, and till the end, so was his daughter. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt, but it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya Marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Ah, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
As a child, I hated being alone. It left me vulnerable to a deceptive creature.
To have the gift
By the time
to vanquish
in the
perhaps it was. Not really. They say you must, but I did not. When I was but later.
The boy... The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there. I know it's...
Thank you.
What's that?
That is not your concern.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor, and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine.
One more walk through the void.
In the fields outside Havana, the air is thick and hot this time of year. The downpour lasts for days. I used to lie on the grass, face to the sky, and let the rain wash over me. I'd come home soaked through, smelling of salt and dirt. It drove my mother insane. I never thought I'd hear myself say this. But I miss it. I miss home.
What do you miss?
I miss our house. It was ever full. By day, the sick seeking my mother's cures. By night, our friends and neighbors for food and hot debate. We did not have much, but any who came hungry would be fed. My father was known for his ngombo. I miss it. And I miss the warm, clear sea. I don't know. I think maybe it would be nice to go back for a little while.
You told me you weren't one to put down roots.
Maybe I could with you. I think I'd like that.
I think I'd like that too.
Thank you for standing by my side through it all, for everything. Into the fray then.
Always. What is it?
Baggage I may need to finally face. Let's press on.
Focus on our happiest memories of New Eden Town. If you can.
I can think of one or two. You?
Honestly. Just the one.
Stay watchful. Spectres are still drawn to you.
Oh, brilliant.
You chose the schoolhouse too.
Of course. Our last night together.
I knew it. And now the question is, how do we reach it?
I like your doll. What are you doing?
This is Aleja. She is a witch, and she is running away from the Spanish soldiers. She had a horse, but he died.
What the?
He was an old friend. Patience, Antea. You know that we have to be twice as good as them to get half of what they have. I can't stand anymore.
I think your mother is jealous of you.
I'm better than she was at my age. Of course she is.
We could train in secret. Practice when she's not looking.
These are memories from my childhood. But why here?
Ah, they brought more friends.
This isn't over yet.
The paths form and reform. Your passageway's already gone.
This place has a plan for us, and I suspect we may not like it.
It's just us here and there.
Damn it!
The void centers in on us. Perhaps you've been thinking about your past and memories are manifesting.
Or the other way around. Rory.
Tell me.
Calendry is here.
Your childhood friend is here.
What passed for my friend?
Right. We leave now. You explain later.
Mama? Mama!
It's just a game.
What's going on?
Go on. Burn them. Burn her.
What are you?
Yourself, Antea. Let the fire melt your shackles.
Careful, Red. It's close. Shall we?
Antea.
They brought more friends.
Stay on there. Stay and play with me.
I feel like I'm being led by the nose.
It's playing with us. Wants us to feel powerless.
I'll feast on your soul. You won once. Never again. Never again. Come and play, Antea. Come and play. You will never leave this place.
You can't go round the fire?
Poor little Antea. All alone. No one to play with. No one to talk to. Poor little Antea. Gifted and talented. Constricted. Bound. Abandoned.
Go to hell.
And look at you now. Look at you dead. Vain and foolish. And oh, the killing he has done for you. You're a poison to the goodness of your man's heart.
This thing was never human, Red. Don't indulge it.
Have you forgotten, Red? Just who you are?
Damn you. You want to play, Calendre? Fine. Let's play.
At last you visit Calendre. Your bestest friend.
We are not friends. And your name is not Calendre.
Perhaps I should name myself by what called me to you. Your weariness? Your solitude? Your arrogance?
You cannot play your old tricks with me, Calendre. I am stronger now. So much stronger.
Bold of you to claim for a very dead Banisher.
I was a little girl when we met. You used me, manipulated me, and made me believe that was love. However arrogant, however angry I was, you changed me, disfigured me. I abandoned my home. I fled from everything and everyone. I thought I had to be alone so that you could never happen again. For that, I forgive myself. But you, Calendre, no. You I do not forgive.
What will you do when you have sacrificed your lover's conscience so to reclaim your body? Will you forgive yourself then?
The souls we banish end up in the void. I know this now. I pity them. I pity you. I may have needed you then, but I don't need you now. Not for my own closure. Not for anything.
Antea, Antea. Such a clever girl. So good with words of power. Is that how you seduced your little pet here?
My name is Nezuko, and I am the relentless servant of the Queen of Kur.
The hell?
Come, stay a while, stay forever. Still so easily led. This is my realm!
I'm stronger and faster. I'll destroy...
Just you and me, Taya. This is my realm! My domain, my rules. As stubborn as you are, you've not changed.
All right, that's cheating.
We must focus on this.
This is my realm!
Watch out! Running away, are we?
Little Anthea still needs a shoulder to lean on.
But not yours. Come back, Calendre. We're not done.
You are as stubborn as you are, you've not changed. My domain, my rules. As stubborn as you are, you've not changed. I will reap your souls. As stubborn as you are, I will reap your souls. You are going to pay for this.
That was something.
I never told you the full story. I'm sorry.
No need.
Please, let's get out of here.
We're here.
Onwards. There's no more time to lose. Is the entire town lost to Ivy? Her influence must still be strong.
But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against. We really had no idea what we were walking into.
You died because I was arrogant.
I did. And you were. I take the heart, you take the roots.
Did we miss a few?
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles.
I miss us.
We'll soon be back.
Back together. Always.
Forever.
You're done.
I see a light.
How? Could Esther still be here?
Call on me.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
The Lesser Palingenesis ritual. I've never done anything like this.
Neither have I. But if you do, all could be as it was before.
And yet nothing shall ever be the same again.
It is time.
You still have something to say to me, don't you?
I told you to be cautious, yet you walked straight into her trap.
It was my greatest mistake. And I'll carry it my whole life. Antea, I am sorry.
I'm sorry too. Sorry for resenting you. Sorry for not saying so sooner.
Yes!
I maim the corrupted heart. You aim at its roots. Sharpshooter.
Use the
No
practice.
Eden suffers. We suffer. My friends, I have disturbing news. Among us walks a witch. Is that not so, Deborah Comenius? Lock her up.
No! No! 'Tis not true! I am no witch!
So that's how it all began.
Aye. With ordinary evil from the hearts of fearful men.
Deborah Comenius, this court finds you guilty of the devil's work. Guided by God's mercy, I pass sentence on the witch. Pain forte Dieu. Confess and name your accomplices, or die for your sins.
I have nothing to confess.
How could they have let this happen?
Not a soul stood or spoke for her. There's no justice here. It's a travesty.
Confess, witch. None stand for you. Your coven has betrayed you. Name them, and you shall live.
I am no witch! You know this! All of you! Do not turn away from me! You must release me! You must! Will no one speak for me? Anyone? Please! Help me! Help me!
I feel her distress, her rising terror, her dark despair.
She's suffered enough, and so have we. This is an odd kind of homecoming.